Hey, my beautiful souls. Welcome to the Spatial Sarah podcast. I am on a mission to bring back the lost art of meaningful conversations that touches our heart and expand our perspectives. My intention is to create a space where you feel seen, heard, and loved. Each episode is crafted to hold that space, allowing you to open up and explore thoughts and ideas in a safe environment. So, grab your imaginary marshmallows, find a cozy spot under the sky full of stars, and join me in these campfire-worthy conversations as I take you on a journey to places you've never been and spark conversations you've never had before. Let's go. Hi, welcome everyone. Welcome to today's episode of the Spatial Sarah podcast. Today I have a very special guest and I'm really excited for all of you to meet her. She is Nisshaa Muniandy. She's a writer, she's a part-time teacher, and she's also an advocate and a patient of dystonia and epilepsy. So I'm really excited to talk with her. I'm really excited to have this conversation with her, and I can't wait for all of you to meet her as well. Hi, Nisshaa. Welcome.
Hello, Sarah. Thank you for the space. I'm so excited as well. Actually,
you're welcome. I think I'm even more grateful that you allowed me to enter this space, to hold this space for you. So I am really utterly grateful for that.
No, I mean, thank you for holding space for people like me. It's amazing.
Thank you. I'm glad. So, Nisshaa, come tell us about yourself. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
There's so much to talk about myself. So, how do I talk about myself? I never done self-promotion before. So
this is not self-promotion. Okay, well, let's start with maybe where you came from, where are you from, and perhaps a little bit of family background.
Right. I came from actually from a village, Malacca, and then I shifted to a city with my parents. So I'm living in Kuala Lumpur, which is an amazing place to be in. Yeah, and also busiest place ever to be in and to live life. Yeah, I could like to talk about a little bit about dystonia, how it started, all the story. Right, so it started all when I was 6 years old. I was completely healthy baby. There's no clue that I'm sick. Yeah, and then at 6, suddenly I started to like drop things out from my hand. I dropped a class one day. My hand was shaking, and everybody was like, "What's wrong with this child? Why is she shaking this much?" Then we went after hospital. Nobody could diagnose me at that age because I think it's still new in Malaysia. It's very new condition in Malaysia, and even to discover it. So it took time, almost like when I was 17 only I got diagnosed actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because they couldn't find it. They couldn't find like what is wrong with this girl. Yes, and I self-diagnosed myself, thinking I have anxiety. That's why I shake. So I avoided all the crowd because I thought maybe in the crowd, because if I'm in the crowd, I shake more. So I have this assumption, oh, maybe I hate crowds. I'm allergic to crowd, So yeah, I think I remember one time I was caught because I was is it school perfect? Pengawas, like what they call it?
Yeah, a prefect. So,
yeah, and I have to speak in front. I avoided in all costs speaking in assembly actually. Like thank God, all those 5 years I never got a chance. I got, but it's just I said I don't want to talk. Please let me go. But then they also saw that one time there was this student gathering for all the people for students, and then I couldn't talk in front. I was shaking so badly, and like the words were not coming from my mouth. I was like stuttering. One word. I thought I can. I was stuttering word by word, and then what happened was I sent to counseling because they all thought I'm scared. But it was the illness, I was having a dystonia. So
But how bad were you shaking? Like, was it mild or was it like an extreme already?
no, that time not the extreme, but I was shaking. The entire body was shaking. So everybody thought I was scared of crowd. I scared of public speaking.
Mm.
Yeah, they have that assumption because I was not diagnosed at that time.
Mm.
Yeah, so that was horrible. Sorry, because I have to keep attending the counseling, and she had to counsel me for to give she gave me advice to be brave, to speak in the crowd. I'm like, yeah, maybe it will help, but it doesn't.
Did that crush your confidence? Like having the need to keep going to counseling when you know that it's not really got to do with the mindset or the mind, but more on the physical level? Did that crush your confidence?
Yeah, it does, because the entire school knows that I'm going to counseling, because normally if you go to counseling, it's something you do wrong. When I was that age, so the entire school knows that. Everybody will look weirdly at me. I'm like, and also, this counseling teacher, she promised me that my story will not go out, but the entire story went out. The whole teachers know my story. So, and then I didn't believe her anymore. I was like, okay, so everybody knows my story. Great. I feel very embarrassed at that time because I was just a child. I was just
No, anyone would feel embarrassed. It's anyone would.
Yeah, because that time I didn't have any awareness. I don't know what is happening with me. Yeah, I was a child figuring out what's wrong with me.
Did you go to normal school? I believe you did, right?
Yeah, I did a normal school. Yeah. So nobody could ever find what's wrong with me. Yeah. So that was that. And the best part is, after that I went to university. I think I love my university time because they are so open and they just accept you for whoever you are. I don't know. I think people are mature at that age. I don't know. God, I don't know. I love it. So when I went there, I was the happiest girl, because I know almost like 60 people that had like almost 60 friends.
Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't know I'm actually good at speaking. Like, I'm good at communicating, actually. And everybody liked me. So I was surprised. Oh my God, because in my high school, I didn't have friends. I was the alone person. I always go to library. So I had this mentality, oh, maybe I'm not the cool girl. Yeah. But after I diagnosed, thank God, after I diagnosed at 70, that's when I realized, oh, I have actually disease.
So what happened? Tell us what happened. Like, how did you find out? How were you diagnosed?
Because at 17, my body was getting bad. Like, I shake even more than normal. So, and then my mom kind of figured out, you know what, we have to bring her to hospital. We cannot keep her anymore. So we went to normal hospital first, and then they couldn't diagnose me. Then we went to a private hospital. And then there they diagnosed me. Actually, the same doctor saw me when I was 6 years old. Yeah. My parents remember him. This is the guy who checked you when you were 6 years old, actually, and he couldn't diagnose at that time. Wow. But now I'm 17, I don't know, they have more knowledge, I guess. He can diagnose me.
So this was about 10 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know what a relief it is when you have a diagnosis? Like, you're shaking because of the body, not because of your own brain or something,
How did you feel that day?
Actually, at that age, I was scared. Oh my God, I have illness with me. Yeah, like, I didn't know it's dystonia. So I went on to internet to search about it. What is dystonia? Because the doctor didn't explain to me what is dystonia is. So I went to myself. I studied on my own. What is
Can
dystonia?
You share with us what is it? Because to be very honest, I've never heard of dystonia. I've never heard, and the closest when I heard, so a little bit of background on where I found you. So I was scrolling through TikTok. I'm rarely on TikTok because I'm very addictive to TikTok. that 3 minutes can end up to 3 hours. So sometimes I just uninstall TikTok. So
Yes. Oh
sometimes,
my gosh.
sometimes I will reinstall and I'll get so distracted. So couple of days I came across, so I was just scrolling and then I came across your video. And then I was curious. I was really curious. Then I went to find it. I heard the word Dystonia. I was like, okay, the closest I've heard in my life, that word is actually Estonia, which is a country in Europe. So I'm like, what's Dystonia? So, and then I went to see a little bit, and then when I checked out your profile, I'm like, okay, I need to speak with this girl because you inspire me so much because of one thing you said. I think in one of your videos, you said, I used to go to the gym because I want to feel good. Like you sort of seek validation from going to the gym, but now you accept yourself. And I think that hit me so hard because I think we all don't accept ourselves in many ways, right?
Yeah.
We don't. I struggle with it. For 40 years, I struggle with it. So I know what it feels like. And the only reason why I started this podcast was because only 1 year ago, I realized that I've held myself back so much in life was because I couldn't see the light in me. I've always felt unseen. I always felt unheard, unloved, unsafe. I've always felt all this because I wasn't given that safe space. I'm always that weird kid. I'm really that weird kid. I just don't fit in where I am. So I really feel weird. So I think in many sense, I never felt safe. But last year when I traveled to Europe and I attended Mind Valley, I'm not sure if you heard of Mind Valley.
I heard
okay,
about
great.
It, yeah.
Okay, great. So I attended Mind Valley University for 3 weeks. You won't believe, Nisshaa, like I keep rambling about this, on my podcast and to people that I meet. You won't believe that on the very first day itself, between strangers, I think about 600 to 1,000 strangers, I felt so safe because they hold the space for me to be myself. So when you said that, I accepted myself. I'm like, okay, I need to talk to this girl. She needs to tell the world what is it like to accept themselves. So that's why I reach out to you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So tell me. Okay, I forgot what was the question that I asked you just now that you were speaking.
No, I love it. You were saying, how do I, how's your feeling when you got it?
Yes. Yes. How did you feel? Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. Oops.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So, I mean, I actually love, whatever your backstory is amazing. I love hearing people's story more often than my own story. Yeah. Okay, back to my story. Yeah, when I was 17, when they diagnosed me, I was scared. I mean, I shouldn't be saying, because 17, I was very, very young. I was not much, but I was, this childlike brain. And I get to know that I actually attempted suicide. Yeah, I did. Because I couldn't accept that I have an illness. Because I was just 17. But I mean, I don't want to tell the detail about it. And then, but my mom saved me. She kind of don't know what I was doing. She kind of come in and then, she feed me rice and then she gave me drinks. And that kind of like helped my body to come up again. Yeah. So it was my mother that saved me and I'm here. Glad. I mean, that was so baby. I was so tired. So
we all go through that phase. We all go through that phase.
I will not do it again. Okay. No way. I want to live my life.
Yeah.
But that was very a closed Nisshaa. It was she was not open. I was not open heart. But now, after 10 years, I am so open than anything. I'm willing. This is me, I'm fine. This girl she's cool. So yeah. So that is that is the thing. After that, after my mother also lived, and then I went to Instagram. I searched I hashtag, I put dystonia. I find so many people over there. Actually, it's all around the world. I couldn't find anybody in Malaysia. So they became my friend. I texted them because normally, if you have any illness, you must know, like people like us, they are more compassionate. Yeah. they're more kind, and I'll just start chatting with them on Instagram and ask, how do you handle this? It's very hard for me. We eventually became friends, and we have this Zoom meeting sometimes. Sometimes, their post makes me inspired to do stuff at that age. Yeah, because that age I needed someone, I needed a role model to look like, to look up like someone like me. Like we also can do, like even though you're shaking, even though you have pain, you still could do a lot of things. Yeah. So they inspired me. So slowly, I started to write Instagram posts. I opened up the first advocacy I remember was my first Instagram post saying, "Hey everyone, I'm Nisshaa. I have Dystonia Epilepsy." I was saying, "I look weird with you," but all this nonsense I was saying it. and then that became my hobby. I started writing about myself more and more and more until I'm 27. I started when I was 22. So 5 years journey. Yeah, it's a lot.
Did
So
you like isolate yourself in that 5 years from the 17 to 22?
Once, actually, few times now, not once, few times. Yeah, because in mostly in my writing, I find myself. I try my best, okay, but 27 is the peak actually. Like this age is the where I really realize I am me.
Yeah.
But those 22, I mean, those 20, from the 22 to 26, maybe I was still finding myself in that writing. I mean, what was the best thing about me or the community that I was in was they were supportive. Whatever I was doing, whatever I was writing, they were continuously supporting me. All my friends, actually, my university friends, people around the world, they're always checking on me. Are you okay? Are you all right? They keep have the eye on me. So, and that 22, after that, at 24, within 2 years of me writing, I suddenly appear in one kind of, people wanted to interview me. I was like, what happened? Why you want to interview me? Because I was still young. I didn't know that this kind of illness will inspire other people. I didn't know. Yeah, I was just being me, finding me. So, and then people interviewed me, and that went just little viral, but not very viral like the one that I did recently.
It takes time.
Yeah. But after that, when they did the video, when I saw myself in that video, I was so happy. Like, why I was happy? Because first I was so pretty. So
Of course, you are so beautiful.
no, I mean in that video they kind of take an angle that I look gorgeous. I was like,
No, you look gorgeous now itself, to be honest.
thank you. I mean, sometimes you need that outside people to take you, especially on your camera, to make you just to feel, oh, I look pretty actually. Yeah. So, and I loved it actually. It was amazing. I mean, and the way I speak in that video also kind of shocked myself. I'm like, how in the world did I speak like that? Who taught you to talk? Yeah. And then it went on, and then another video.
When was this? That video that I saw, I'm not sure if you know which one I'm referring to, because I am not too sure which one I'm referring to as well.
Right.
But the one I think they talk about your surgery, your upcoming surgery, and also your
Yeah, that is the latest, the reason one.
okay, I think it's the reason one as well. Yeah. So when was that?
You mean the first interview?
That video, yeah. The one that I saw, yeah.
That was last month.
Okay, so that's the second one.
That is the third or fourth one.
Ah, okay. So when was the first one?
The first one was two Chinese men came to my house. They just wanted to, they are doing a project. They'll take in 10 special people and they'll do a video about them. So that is an amazing project actually. And I was one of them. Yeah, so that kind of gave me so much, I want to say, acceptance, even more acceptance, more deeper actually. Yeah. Because now the thing was I couldn't accept myself for longest time Like I have illness, really? I couldn't accept it.
What were the things that you were telling yourself in your mind?
What age you are talking about?
No, like when you knew that you were diagnosed with dystonia, what was the things that were running in your mind? Like, what were the thoughts you were telling yourself?
I was not very healthy at that age, especially when I was 21. You know, I was always I was fighting actually, because at 21 my neck started to shake already. It's obvious. Yeah. So, but nobody really cared in my friends. Even though I'm shaking that much, nobody cared. So I also I didn't bother about it because it didn't give me any problem. So I also very chill. But then it went on. But okay, the thing was, even though everybody can accept me, I couldn't accept myself. That is the biggest nightmare for me. A lot of people can, yeah. A lot of people can say you're amazing, you're inspiring. A lot of people say a lot of things about me there. But myself, I couldn't accept it. Who am I? What am I doing here? What's my purpose? All this question. But now I have how to say, I didn't find the answer, but I kind of like, how to say, living my best life is the purpose actually. There's no purpose you don't have to find a purpose. So yeah.
I agree. A lot of people, myself included, we get so hung up into this, oh, I need to find my purpose, I need to find my passion and all this, right? It doesn't come to you just like that. Not everyone is gifted to know, like, okay, at the age of 5, this is my destiny, right? Which most comes with most talented people, right? But for ordinary people like me, like you, we have to live life and then realize like, you have to trust. Exactly, you got to trust. So like for me, I've been doing a million things. Like you said, you saw my LinkedIn and all, you were impressive, but I'm like, I have my own shit show in my head. The amount of things I tell myself, I'm like the least kind to myself. I'm like, everyone around me sees it, that I'm really nice, I'm amazing, and all those things you said. But if you don't feel it yourself, so detrimental. So I struggle with that. So I had to do a million other things, like to find, okay, what is it that I really enjoy doing? And everything that I do, I don't complete it in full. It's always halfway. So I grew up listening to my mom telling me, you would start something and you won't finish. Then I'm like, oh. So even to be honest, I am just a SPM school leaver. That's it. I started my law degree. I did not complete because I realized that I didn't like what I was studying, but I enjoyed what I was doing, which was I worked in Starbucks. So my first store was at Bangsa Village.
Right.
No, that was my second store. My first store was at Telawi. So you probably be very young at that time, 20 years ago. Yeah, you probably are very young that time. So
I think I am 7 years old.
Exactly. So, and that's how I found my passion. Then I worked in Starbucks. I was there for 10 years. Then I realized that it's not what I wanted. And then I just changed. And then eventually, until recently, I realized that I love having conversation with people. And that's what I do, just having conversations and getting to know people and the different walks that people actually, take. And I realized that we are all different in what we do, but fundamentally, we all want to be loved. We all want to be seen and heard. So, yeah. So thanks for sharing that. I think it's such an important note. And I really agree with you on the community part. Especially in today's world, right, where the internet is moving and at lightning speed. Those days is difficult. Yes, you have to struggle alone and all that, but these days you don't have to. And I think you did an amazing job by going on Instagram and finding your own tribe, your own people. And when you have the right community, I think it really brings out the best in you. So yeah,
it did. What I was saying, yeah, you were saying like everybody are different in the part. I agree 100%. Nobody is safe. Even our fingerprints are different. So everybody are in self-mission, fighting themselves. Some people will get lost in that. They'll go up to suicidal, and because of that they couldn't find that. All this problem caused because of, they can't find themselves mostly. And also they don't know what is the meaning of finding themselves. It's mostly of acceptance actually.
Yeah.
Not finding yourself. It's mostly like, okay, this is my reality. What should I do next?
What made you accept yourself? Did you had to did you had to hit rock bottom, or do you had to go through some kind of like where you said like enough is enough, that's it, I'm done, I'm gonna come up back again? Like did you experience that?
No, I didn't experience that. I experienced a lot of but I hit a lot of rock bottom many times, a lot of times. Now I think I told one time it's important to fail. No, failure will teach you a lot of things in life that nobody else can teach you. I think failure is the best teacher you can ever get. So I think since I was 15, I already have these thoughts of who I am. Yeah, because when I was 15, I'm a 7A student, top scorer. So when I was PMR, so I was when I reached that part of, I feel like that's the highest, that age. Then I realized this doesn't make me happy at that age. So I realized what makes me happy. Why am I not happy at all with the result? Even though I got 70, but I was not happy at all. So I was like, I think there's something going on with me. I must see. I'm missing something. At that age. So I started to dig in a lot of YouTube, and I was listening constantly a lot of podcasts to someone that I like actually. Like he's the closest, like my teacher.
I actually wanted to ask who is it, because you mentioned in the intake form, so I wanted to know who is this person, because we all have a set of people that we look up to and we listen to. I have that, trust me. Like every phase of my life, I have this one person I will keep listening and listening and listening. And yeah, so who's that person?
Because I was with him since I was 6 years old. Yeah, he's like my dad, but not my dad. His name is Dian Vivo. We call him DH.
Local?
Yes, he's local.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's known quite worldwide also. But yeah, I think his talk really helped me whenever I felt the lowest of my life. Yeah. So, and he always say the important thing that in his talk, all the talk, he always say, accept yourself. This is your reality. You can't change it. So that hit me so bad. So he said at the beginning, he said, accept yourself, and then you'll know what you have to do. Just like that. Trust yourself. You have this natural instinct. You will find it out. You don't need anybody's help to find out. You will know. And I trusted him. That's what happened to me. Yeah. And it's actually quite rare. So people hitting the level of I am. It's not easy because people are distracted in a lot of things. They want, the normal stuff, the house, the car. They are so distracted on that. But when they have everything, when you sit down, you will not feel happy at all.
No, trust me, in my world as well, I see people chasing after material stuff like, okay, I need to get the car, I need to get the house, and then I need to get married, I have to have kids. And then after they get all that, even billionaires, they are not happy. They are just not happy. So even in my group of friends, I'm like the black sheep. Even in my family, I'm like the black sheep of the family. The one who did not finish school, the one who's not chasing the material stuff, who's not even bothered about all this stuff. So, it's amazing how you found that, because when I was your age, when I was 27, I did not. I did not. Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I don't know whether this is young or what, but I hate it. Because when you're so sick, you can't even get up from your bed. I was bedridden twice, actually.
I think I saw that in one of your videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happened during that time, and how long were you bedridden for?
The first one was for a month. The second one was for 2 weeks. Yeah. Okay. So at that time, nothing matters to me except just to stand up. So everything, whatever I was chasing, just dropped like that, because I was I have degree, and I have to actually whatever was destined to me was to become a teacher. I was prepared for that, but then my body break down, and and that time I think I was 21 or 22. I think 22. That's my first bedridden, and I realized, oh my god, there must be something more, like something more than this body. You're not this body. You're something more than this body.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what hit me a lot. Because if I'm just the body I don't have any motivation to even to get up if I'm just a body.
Oh
But
my God, beautifully said. Beautifully said.
yeah, but if I'm something more this body, I am something greater, then I have this energy to wake up, you know. So that reader time, it taught me that. So I have dropped every, all this worldly thing, I've dropped it. Because that moment, the only thing matters is for me to walk again. So I learned to appreciate life for everything, from the food that I have, from the everything, from the house that I'm living. So I was I became very grateful person, because once you're bedridden, you don't know when you're going to wake up.
You don't have any other desire and intention, but just like what you said, to wake up, to take that next step. That's it.
Yeah.
That's your only intention and desire.
Yeah. Like, and how to say, my desires become smaller, and that, like, today I'll be so grateful just eating my mother's food. That makes my day actually. That's it. I'm that simple now. Yeah, I don't have any, I only can eat this food to make me happy. No, as long as there's nice food in my table, I'm so grateful. I have to tell you this. I think just 2 days ago, 3 days ago, I don't remember. I was eating this amazing food. I was crying while eating the food.
Because of the amount of gratitude you had.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure, but I was having tears in my eyes. I was crying about the food. I'm like, oh my god, this is so nice, I mean, I don't know whether this is weird or what, but yeah, that's the level that I am in.
No, it's not. I've experienced that level of gratitude before, when I dropped every single desire and I was just being in the present moment. And these emotions just rise within you, and the tears are not like because you're sad or you are suffering. It's like pure bliss and pure joy.
Yes.
So what you experienced was just simply pure bliss and pure joy. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, the thing is, I experience it almost every day. So I'm like, am I okay? It's like nobody in my family cries, but I am there. Like, I don't eat alone. So when I eat alone, I have this time to be more grateful about the food. Because when I eat in the group, sometimes I forget, because you are talking. So I rather eat alone. I eat alone and I sit and I, slowly eat my food, and that really helps. I don't know, to be grateful. Yeah, I mean, this is. Yeah, I mean, I think that's how simple I am, I guess.
Actually, talking to you in this half an hour made me realize that I'm normal.
You are.
Because my family, like my mom and my sister, I lost my dad last year. It was excruciating because, yeah, my dad was my everything. I lost my dad last year. So me, my sister, I live with me, my sister, my mom, and my niece. And I'm always on my own. And I feel the best when I'm on my own. Like, just throw me a book and I can just be on my own. Like, I don't need anyone around me. And my sister's like always, oh, you're such an antisocial, you're this. I'm like, say whatever you want. I'm like the happiest when I'm alone.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, actually, I don't know. Yeah, it's true. Every person needs their own space to recharge. They need to be in their own space to do something, to be creative, to think something amazing. You need to be alone.
Yeah.
You will not have ideas when you're together with people. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you can try, You can try to be present because I have tried that. I try, like when people are talking, I try to come back to my breath and try to be present.
It's very important.
But you sometimes will get derailed, you get derailed the conversation, then okay, I have to bring back myself. So yeah, it's so important that we kind of have that space.
I mean, the word that you said, when you're talking to people, you're trying your best to be present. That's a good exercise, actually. That's a great start. Yeah, because I do that and I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
When I'm talking to them, I kind of be present. You be here, breathe. It's okay. Don't react to their talk. Don't be a reaction person.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have anger issue. So if anybody talk, something just gets to my nerve and then they die. I just roast them like nobody else. I mean, I look nice, I look sweet, I look kind. But
we all have that beast. We all like everybody got their breaking point, right? Even happens to me as well. I have my breaking point where the complete opposite will come out.
I mean, that is needed at that time. You deserve that. That's something wrong.
I agree. I wanted to ask you, were you bullied growing up?
Yeah. It's a normal thing to do that. Yeah, especially in our school, it's normal.
No, we shouldn't normalize. Normalize.
Yes, we shouldn't normalize. True, but I did complain to a teacher, but they didn't take action. And I was a child. What do you want me to do?
Yeah.
And okay, there were 10 people in front of me, and I was standing alone there. They were talking really, all kinds of.
Were you in a co-ed school or all girls school?
All mixed school.
Mixed school, okay, co-ed.
So there were guys and boys standing in front of me, and I am standing alone. They are telling all kinds of bad words, and I'm standing there alone watching them. And my eyes were watery, just dropping. I don't know what to do.
They were all boys or mixed girls and boys?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what to do, but it was past. So there's nothing to do. I don't carry that grudge, no. It's past, that's it.
Can't change it.
Yeah, it is just what it is,
Yeah.
I mean, tell me who didn't went through a bully.
I went through bullying as well. I was bullied. I was kicked. I was beaten up. Even teachers bullied me. I had a teacher who, for some reason, just hated me. I don't know, because of my skin color. She liked my sister because my sister was fairer. So my sister never went through all this. But I went through all that, my older sister. But I went through all. I had a teacher who literally pinched my cheek, who literally pinched my stomach. And it was just mean. And I never told anyone. Actually, my family don't even know that all this has happened because until today, I've never openly told anyone. And I know for a fact that they may listen to this podcast because I told them I'm going to speak with this girl, and after I speak, I want you guys to share and spread the word because I really want to help this girl. Yeah. So we all go through bullying.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, what was the meanest? Oh no, okay. Let's start with the good one. What was the sweetest or most memorable experience you had with a stranger?
A lot. I mean, oh my God, I don't know. So many people. Plus, when I get to know, a lot of people know me. From out of nowhere, they just come up here and they say, "You'll get better. Don't worry." And then they suddenly, this one girl, I was, standing alone in Batu Cave. The praying. There was nobody in that place. I was just standing there waiting for my parents. And this girl out of nowhere, she came in. She was like, "Oh my God, you are Nisshaa, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, what? You are my inspiration." I'm like, I mean, a lot of people were very, very kind to me. I cannot tell you one. There were too many. There's too many. Yeah, so I can't find all. It's like there was even one girl who drew my face. She's an artist, and she sent it over to my house, and I'm like, "Oh my God, what's happening?" So many people are very kind. As I said, the negativity is almost vanished when you kind of put this positivity higher.
If only people can hear that, if only people know that, because a lot of times we have 100 things to be grateful for, and then one small thing happens and we blow up that small thing. And I know people in my own personal life, I know I've met people whom all they do is focus on the negative and not the positive at all.
I get tired of people like that, actually. I don't talk.
But I also
mean,
think that the reason why you rarely experience that is because it's also your own energy, because you are putting out that positive energy, and what you focus on expands, right?
yeah,
And because
yeah.
your energy is positive, so anything that is negative will not come in. Even if it comes in, it gets repelled.
Oh my God, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it
But
happened a lot of time.
people don't understand that. They think that if one bad thing happened to them, oh, this is life, I'm like this. This gets my nerve. This gets me to my nerve. It pisses the shit out of me. Yeah, mind my language. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's okay. There are people that approach me with complaints. Normally, I don't know. I don't talk to them that long because I have how to say. I don't allow that in my life.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, you want to complain about your life, your work, your friendship, your problem. I'm not the person. Please
yeah.
go to someone else. Complain. You have something happy to tell me. I'm the first person to hear.
Do you tell them that? You tell them that? Or
Some
you
of them,
just, or you
no, some of
distance yourself?
Yeah, that is first thing, distance myself. But if they're close to me, I usually will tell them, they let them know.
You are so brave. I cannot do that, so I distance myself.
Yeah, the thing is, people love me because I am me.
Yeah.
So if you want to get near me, you better be like me or little higher than me. If you have anything lower than me, that's especially the energy level,
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything with you. So I keep myself that way. I don't even don't even think talking to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like that. And because of that, I've attracted a lot of good energy people around me.
I can
A
see
lot
that.
of
I'm one of them.
yes, you are. How to say I because if you're sending out this vibration that you are good, you're positive, you're complete around you automatically, it will be slowly but surely you will have that. You will create for yourself.
Yeah.
Positive.
100% agree. Because I've experienced it. It's not that I'm talking bullshit or I've never experienced, because I've experienced being shitty and thinking about all the negative stuff and being a victim. Oh, why me? Like this happened, like that happened. But I've also experienced the extreme where I accepted who I am. I just surrender to the higher energy or higher force. Like, I'm not a religious person. I'm more like on a spiritual journey.
Yeah.
So to me, whatever's bigger than me, take it, you can handle it. I trust you. So I always get my biggest ideas, my biggest awareness from just listening to my intuition. That's it. And that's why I could agree so much when you talked about, when your mentor told you to just trust, drop everything and just trust. It will come to you. It's so true. So, oh my God. I feel like I found someone I can talk to on a daily basis that brings up, like, who validates me. Like, because the people that I'm around with, they don't believe in spirituality. They don't believe in this kind of thing. And it's so tough.
The thing is, let me tell you another thing. You are given a set, you are in that and kind of environment so that you be tougher. You spread your energy even vast. So that means you should be automatically be the strongest. You shouldn't make yourself down. Why am I this environment? Oh no.
Yeah.
You should be the strongest one to defeat it. That's why they gave you such environment.
Exactly. And I also believe, I mean, there's a quote that says this as well. But I also believe that until you learn your lesson, you will keep experiencing the same thing over and over and over again. There's a quote that says that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student has learned the lesson, the teacher disappears. Oh my God. So true in my life. Like, I was stuck in this environment within toxic people, and I was going through the same thing over and over and over again for so many years of my life, until it came to a point where I think the universe got fed up with me and said, you know what, she's not learning her lesson, so I need to give her the extreme so that she will get her ass up and leave. And that's exactly what happened. My whole life changed overnight the moment I decide to let go of the sandbag that was holding me all this while. And that was just last year. And I think everything in my life after that just turned out so beautifully. Is it always flowers, bed of roses? No. There were times where I feel shitty. Even a few days ago, I felt like a total slop. I was sleeping, I was oversleeping. But I think what was important for me was I accepted that I'm a human being,
Yeah.
right? And it
Yeah,
was
that's-
okay to feel this
Yeah,
way.
that's okay. You are human. You're not a god.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
So,
human
yeah.
and you'll experience all these things. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
And
Yeah, sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
No, the thing is, not many people like positive people. You must know that. If they are negative, no, if they are negative energy, they will not like you. They will not support anything. And you will feel like you're standing alone. And that's how it should be. You are alone.
Yeah.
Accept that.
Yes. That's why we have the internet to find for people. I think I have more friends in the outside world, like in the internet world, than I do have like in my physical world. Yeah.
It happens. It happens actually. I mean, even it happens to me. I have people around the world, that holds that space because space is important, especially you want to grow. You need that positive space. You need that someone that holds you that higher level. Yeah. When the moment you felt that space, you're on. You will be like, I'll hold the space for everybody also. Because that's what happened to me. And it's nothing new. It is what it should be.
Yeah. You are filled with so much of wisdom and so much of wiseness. I can't even begin to tell like how much I'm enjoying this conversation, how much like I'm loving this, how much like I'm really learning a lot from you. Like someone who's like, I won't say half of my age, but
Someone who's very young.
someone who's just, like I was a messed up child when I was 27. Like I was a messed up child. Like I got into relationships and then seeking validation. I did stupid things just because I was hiding myself. But I don't regret because I believe that everything that happens made me who I am today. Yeah. And it happens for a reason. That is so true, so true. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's say that incident didn't happen. I don't think so. You will be exploring this well.
No, no.
Yeah.
No.
So
There's this metaphor that I like to use. Bamboo tree, right? So a bamboo tree, when you plant a bamboo seed, right, or the shoot or whatever, when you plant it, right, to grow, it doesn't grow overnight. Like you can water the bamboo like every single day. You need to do it for 5 years before actually seeing it grow. But after the 5th year, when it grows so fast and so tall in a really, I think maybe 5 to 6 weeks, it grows so well. And I think a lot of time, because of how the world is today, like everything is honestly between our just one finger touch away. Hungry, call Uber, call Grab. You need to go somewhere, you call Grab. You want, like, everything is just so instant, right? And that has made us become so impatient, always seeking like instant gratification. And if we don't get it, we get so angry and so upset. So, and that's when, like what you said, things like, being with yourself, reflecting, being in present, all that comes into play because we are so distracted and we are so good at distractions. Like even when you go on social media, what do you see? An ad, and then you start clicking, and then you keep clicking, and then the next thing you know, you have multiple tabs open on your laptop. That happens to me all the time. I'm like, oh shit, okay, I need to go back to my work. Right? But I think it's okay to do that because we are human beings at the end of the day. What is not okay, it's living in that space and accepting it, like, okay, this is okay, I'm like this, so I'm just gonna be this. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because human beings have to grow every day. There's not even one moment that you're not growing.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's so true. So
another thing also, you have to rest. You have to rest. You have to get distracted to be creative. Actually, you cannot be on the work all the time. Your brain will get exhausted, and that is not human. You are killing yourself. So you have to get rest. You need to sleep at least I don't know how long, just to how to say, restore your brain. Because you're working like like 6 for how many days? 5 days, 2 days break. I feel 2 days is not enough for human. to rest actually, and they need at least 3 days so they can be effective, the entire week. But this is the word. I can't change the policy or whatsoever. But if I am the boss, they have 3 days. Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about rest, with your condition like this, like I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but are you sweating?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, so I think I noticed that like you were sweating here, and then your forehead. You're okay to move on.
Yeah,
You're okay
yeah,
to
yeah,
cool.
because
So speaking about resting, like I think I can say this because I think you have given me that space to actually be comfortable enough to say this. And I don't think when I say it, I come from a bad space or you will take it badly, because I think I kind of read your energy. I've read your energy. I honestly feel tired for you. I feel tired for you. Oh my God. Like, I cannot. Yeah. I just can't. Like, how do you cope? Like how do you feel every day? Like, do your body get tired? Like, how do you feel every day?
Yeah. I mean, even now I'm sweating because I have to control my muscle to speak, to sit down. It's a lot of work actually to my body, but it's my soul that keeps going, because I told you I am more than the body. So in that, I have to keep growing, I cannot just sit there, oh, my body is this way. Like my body will die faster if I go that kind of energy. But I am like pushing it. No, you shouldn't do this. But you just keep pushing, the body. Because the moment you give up, the body will die. I know, because it's because I'm holding the body. That's why it's tolerating me this well. If I let it go, if I follow the body, it's gone.
A few days ago, I heard this guy said, his name is Geraint Jones, American guy. So he said that he met his neighbor who is 103 years old, 103, yeah, and she looks like she is 70. She looks like she's in her 70s, and he asked her, like, he was shocked to know that he was shocked to know that she's 103. So he asked her, like, don't you age? Like, you don't look your age. Then she was like, age is when your soul, like, wrinkles happens when your soul dies. You only age when your soul dies. So when I hear you speak about that, you say, yeah, this is my body, but my soul is filled with energy. You immediately reminded me of that 103-year-old lady who's like, her soul is just so, filled with so much of energy. Yeah.
Oh, the one thing I wish was, one thing I wish was that I never get tired of this. Like, I always find something exciting to keep doing, because the moment I know I've done everything this that I want to do, that's when the body will die off. But I'm praying that I will not, there'll be something that I want to find, something exciting keep me going. I always pray for that. Yeah. Because there's so much there's so much to explore, Yeah.
Okay. What's have you ever, okay, maybe you never had it now, but have you ever had fear or become anxious when you think about the unknown future?
That was when I was young, not now.
Not now. Okay. I guess as much. Because
I'm excited, because the unknown is the best thing, right?
Yeah, I know. I know, like, there's okay, I get a lot of inspiration from social media. So I use it to my advantage instead of using it as, it's about, I think it's just a metaphor where you can tell a person a joke. The first time they might laugh, but after that, if you tell the same joke over and over and over again, like, people don't laugh. Right. So what's the point on crying over things that already happened and you can't change, right?
Yeah.
How has this experience changed your perspective on life? Like, what have you learned about yourself in the process? And what is your biggest strength or your superpower that nobody can take away from you?
I don't know. I think the superpower, I don't know, maybe just being me, I think is my superpower.
I think so too.
Yeah. maybe I know. It's just I haven't met my people yet, especially just the level of positive energy that I have. I haven't met those people yet, but it looks like I'll meet them anyway because I have so much to work. Actually, there's so much to give. And this is so important. You want to give actually, not to receive.
Yeah.
I mean, you will receive when you give the right amount.
Yeah.
It will just automatically just come in your lap just like that. I mean, yeah.
That's this saying, like I live by quotes. I think you should know by now. That's the saying that the receiver eats well, but the giver sleeps well. They sleep better. And I think when you give, there's really something in you that just makes you feel really good about yourself when you give.
Yes, because let me give you an example.
Yeah.
You plant a seed, it comes a tree and it gives you fruits. Let's say, for example, mangoes. It just keep giving. It's not destiny. I don't want to give. It's growing to the fullest, and it's keep giving. No matter how many people pick it up and eat it, but it's keep giving. And that's how humans should be too. Keep giving.
Beautifully said.
Yeah, because I feel like we are living in a world of benefits. We are living in a world of receiving more. I don't want to give. I don't want to give.
Fear.
And that will somehow cripple a human being. You are born to give. If you become receiver only, I'm telling you, you have the most miserable life in the world.
So true, so true. Because you know why? The giver does not know the limit and the receiver doesn't know the limit. So they keep taking and taking and taking. Just like if you want to, why do we inhale and exhale? We take in breath and we let go, right? Because if you keep inhaling, like eventually you will just suffocate. You just want to let go, right? Yeah. But the takers don't understand that. They just keep taking and taking and taking.
Yeah, let them take. It's okay. I mean, you must know everything is a blessing.
Yeah.
Even your greatest enemy is a blessing to you.
Yeah.
So don't have the grudge in the heart. I will not give it to him. Like, let's say you're giving to everybody, but you're not giving to that one person, you are still not good. Keep your heart open to everything.
How do you practice that in your daily life? Like, how can someone practice? Like, what is it you do that you can also share with others to start giving?
I'm not sure, but I do what I should. I write poems. That also one part of giving. You're writing a poem and you let the world to read. Let's say you don't have to do so big. Smallest thing is enough. Start from where you are.
Yeah.
Start small. It's okay. Slowly, you don't know, because that's when your testing is. No matter how small you have, are you giving it away?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, because let's say you have more. We don't know whether you will even give. So the test is when you're having small.
A lot of time people think that, like, people have this mindset where I don't have to give. Like, I don't have enough money to give. They always think that giving means money. No. Giving, it could be in a form of your writing. When you put it out there, someone else reads it. I saw this guy on TikTok who remixed your poem. You wrote the poem.
Yeah.
And then he remixed and he was like, this is your giving to the world. This is how you, like, for me, my giving is just being myself and holding the space. That's how I give back to humanity. This is how I hold, like, this is how I give. A lot of people think, oh, I need to have money. It's not about the money.
Yeah.
Right.
So what all the small things, anything, your poetry, your art, anything.
Yeah.
So I also hold space. 2 years ago, I have this, I had it. I think I'm going to do it. I think so. I don't know. The Unique You, a platform.
What is it called?
The Unique You.
I've not heard.
Yeah, because I have stopped it. That's why. I can see it in Instagram. So I hold a lot of exactly the space like you for people. Yeah. And it went very to a higher level. The astrology started to how to say, put in their my whoever that inside in that page, they started to highlight that India page. So it went quite big. It's just that I was kind of sick because I was handling it alone. From the posting, from the interview, everything is on my own. So I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to stop. Yeah. And I remember, when you asked me, are you available for the space? I'm like, I was doing this. I was doing this and I was, I did this when I was 25 years old, holding space. So I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Yeah.
I love it. Love it. You should start back again.
Yeah, I mean, I should. It's just that, I need the right group, the right team. I cannot do this alone because I know when I step in, it usually will get bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it usually will get bigger. It's that I cannot hold that space, that big space alone. I need someone with me to hold it.
Let me know if there's any way I can help you in any way.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking, like, let's say I meet someone that I feel, they should be interviewed. Maybe I'll just refer them to you. Maybe, this is just an idea. Yeah, sometimes my idea can be go crazy, but yeah.
No, crazy is good. We need crazy. We need crazy in this world. Crazy is good.
Yeah.
People who are crazy enough to change the world are the ones who actually do it. Like Mahatma Gandhi says. I think I got it from my dad. I'm like,
you have so much quotes. Oh my gosh.
I think it's my dad because he always speaks in quotes. So I think I grew up liking quotes because of that. So I connect well with quotes, and yeah, that's how I.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. That's great. As long as you can find yourself in that anyway, amazing.
Thank you. Okay. Last few questions more I want to ask you. I think you've already mentioned it. Okay, this was previously, but now do they have any support group where someone with dystonia can go?
Okay, in Malaysia, there's none actually. But recently, I found out something called move order, I think so. They approached me, saying they want to interview me for their disorder movement, and I was shocked. You guys are existing? I didn't know. And it was so like, and my doctor, my Malaysian doctor, is also part of that group, actually. So that means Dystonia have a group actually, but that is very big. That NGO is worldwide. So they can approach me because I am socially known.
Social butterfly.
Socially known. So they approached me and I was like, okay, you know what, let's do the video. Yeah. Because I want people to know you guys are existing and they need help. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I'm going to be someone that's going to hold this NGO, for dystonia. But then I realized they already have it. So I just put in my work, I put in my effort. So that'd be amazing. I don't have to, start from the scratch.
But why don't you create something like for the Malaysians, like for the Malaysian community? Just because it's not there doesn't mean, I mean, if you can't find the way, then you create the way, right? So maybe you're the one who's called to do that.
I don't know, because if there's already a group, I just go in and participate in, I'll become the people, I'll be the advocate of that person, that particular group. Because if you're holding a group, that's a lot of work. Yeah. And I'm willing to put a lot of work. It's just that in Malaysia, I think I only have 3 people that reached me out that they have disorder movement actually. So yeah. So I think it's best when there's doctors inside it also. Yeah. Yeah. So I kind of keep it, I kind of like it that way. They can refer to a doctor, it's worldwide somehow, so it's really helpful.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about what's coming up in terms of your health. Yeah, I think I saw in the video that you were going to go through a surgery. Have you done the first surgery?
No.
Okay, so tell us.
Yeah, the first thing ever we're going to do on 14th September, we're going to have an MRI. And then we're going to have also a genetic test. We're going to send my blood to Germany and check it out, which will be suitable device for me. On December, we'll have my surgery.
Okay, and what is this surgery about? This is the one you previously raised fund and you got your funds, the 68,000, right?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. Correct.
Okay, so what does this device do?
Okay, I have a deep brain stimulation. It's called DBS. They're going to screw into my brain here, and they're going to install some lead so that it can control this movement at least to 50%. And they'll keep like a battery here in my chest, and it will connect all the way to my head.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully, because this also they said like it will take at least 3 months to see the effect.
Results, yeah. I'm sure everything is a healing journey and process, right?
They say that they kind of like say, it might give an effect, it might not give an effect. So it's might like 50%, sometimes it can go to 90%. That's it up to your body how it's doing.
I would say it's up to the mind. I'm pretty sure you can do 90% with the amount of energy and how you direct your thoughts. And I think you have 90% chance. So confident. I will send you healing vibes as well and positive energy.
Right. I mean,
so yeah, go ahead.
No, I mean, I don't know because, doctors say it's 50% only. So I don't want to keep my hope high.
No, you must. Hello, come on. Is this coming from you?
No, yeah, must. Because like I'm fine. I think I've told my mother, if let's say something happened to me during the surgery, it's okay. You can let me go. I'm fine. But yeah, of course she'll be sad, but it is what we have done our best to help me, to cure me. But if I can't survive, if my body can't survive, then I'm fine. Yeah,
I think that's the most important thing. Like, you surrender, like you are hopeful that things will be better and all, but at the same time, whatever happens, so be it. I accept it, and that acceptance is just so important, rather than holding on to things that we cannot change.
Yeah, because I've accepted that, like, it's part of me. Because I went through a lot of time. I think for 3 to 4 times I have almost died. Because the amount of I have epilepsy also. So every time I have epilepsy, it is like almost dying kind of feeling. So and you have all that feeling, you will be naturally happy. Or I have also seen patients who are sad. I have seen people who are disabled who are really sad. But this is your life. How are you going to make it? You can be disabled and happy. You can be disabled and sad. It's your choice. How are you going to choose? So true. So true.
And it's just not about disability. Even quote unquote people who are normal, right? Like they lead a normal life and yet they're just so unhappy. And that's why yesterday, I think 2 days ago, I just posted on Threads saying that the real disability comes in the mind, not in the physical body. It's not, because I personally know people who are like physically able and yet their mind is just so disabled. So it's nothing got to do with the appearance at all.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they have. Yeah, it's true. There's also something called mental health.
Yeah.
I think I also went through it, but for people who have mental health, you have to keep fighting. Because we can't see the fight they're doing, but it matters also.
Yeah.
Keep fighting.
Yeah.
Even I'm every day fighting, so. And I have both issues. I have mental health issue. But that's like I say, when you have a disabled body, make sure your mind is great. If you have an able body, that's great. If your mind is down, you cannot come up.
No.
Yeah. So make sure you have both. Good. True. Mind and body must be good.
Yeah, so true. Yeah. So what about your next surgery? The one that now I believe you're also raising fund for your second surgery that's going to happen after the first one. Is that right?
No. There's only one surgery.
Oh, there's only one surgery. Okay.
Yeah, the only one surgery. It's just that I raised almost 100K for the battery, the new battery. The 38K was a second-hand battery for 8 years only. So the new battery comes with insurance and for 15 years. So I only have to change and I'm 42.
Right. Okay. Okay. What kind of support would you like? What kind of support would you need, like from us, like from the citizens, or from people generally? If we could help you, if anybody wants to help you, in what way can they help you?
Help me. I think more like support me in way of, whatever I'm doing. Let's say I'm planning to publish my book. Maybe you can buy it from me. And also, I really pray that you also help people who are unfortunate like me. That's the help I can ever ask. I think I'm okay. I'm good. I need other people to help people like me, support them. If they're posting, let's say you're a friend of a disabled, go and comment on their page. You're doing amazing. That will boost your confidence, That is the help that I want. A community that is supportive. That's all. That's a big one. But yeah, I want to do this. I want to ask this because rarely anybody asks this. I'm not asking for me, but to everybody that needs that support, that community. We are living in a cyber bully, is it?
It's the amount of trolls on TikTok. Oh my God, I cannot. And that's the reason why I hate TikTok so much. Like, I just hate it because of the amount of trolls that goes on there.
Yeah, actually, I don't go on TikTok. I don't post much in my video because I'm scared that
Do you get trolled? Do you get trolled on TikTok?
I never, thank God. But then,
thank God.
Yeah, it's just that I'm scared that if I go too big, that there will be something like that coming up. I don't know whether my mental health can hold that. So yes, I'm very silent in my TikTok. Even though a lot of people asking me, please post something on TikTok, I'm like, but if you are willing, if you are giving the community of safe, which I believe they can give, I'm willing to come to TikTok. Yeah.
Where are you usually active?
Instagram.
Instagram. Okay. I think I saw your followers are quite, like, compared to TikTok, your followers on on Instagram was bigger. So that's good. So you don't mind me asking this, like, in terms of, like, would you accept donations, or like how do you, like, for your monthly expenses and things like that? I believe you're a teacher, but you work part-time only, right? Like how many days a week do you work?
Just 1 day. I only work 1 day because I need my body to recharge and repair. I shake a lot. I never have taken any video of me teaching, but I think last week I was shocked to see my body was shaking that much, but my students can understand. They are secondary school students. Yeah. I love teaching.
What do you teach? What subject do you teach?
I teach Cambridge English.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love teaching adults and high students because they understand something is wrong. Something is wrong with this teacher, but she's doing an amazing job.
Yeah, you are.
So I love that. So and I saw I'm shaking that. I was showing to my friend, and he was like, "Oh my God, you're shaking so much, but you are teaching despite your condition." He was inspired to see me teaching. He was like saying, "Wow, you're doing it despite."
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I think that's how everybody should be. You have to do despite.
Yeah.
Despite your border.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and the donation will be in my link. It will be in my LinkedIn tree. You can just donate it if you want.
Okay, great. Yes. So I will get all those links and I will put it out there. Besides support, like you want them to hold the space for you and for others, how else can we support? How else can we make, like, how can we just hold the space for?
I think it will grow. I think I have someone like you. I'll meet even more people like you. It will grow. Yeah.
I must. Sorry, go ahead.
No, because the way I am, the way I hold myself is how I hold my space. So that space will be created by the people like people like us or like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need support because the support will come. I believe people are very kind, I mean, they are, oh my God, people are so kind. And I'm very generous, I'm very, very grateful. Oh my God, I cannot raise 100K within that short amount of time without the help.
So you're set for your surgery and all. You just need to wait for the day financially and all. You're good.
Yes, it's just that the post-surgery I have a 10K. So yeah, after maybe I don't know if the 10K is finished. I don't know. I don't want to ask again. It's too
No. Trust me, we're all happy to help. That's why I wanted to do this, because I thought that you needed another 100K to raise.
Oh no,
That's
no,
what
no,
I
no.
thought. So I think I got it wrongly. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm so glad I got it wrongly, because I get to have this conversation with you. Yeah.
That's cute.
Do you know, Nisshaa, I need to tell you this. I honestly, like, I am an emotional person. Like, I act very tough outside. Like, I act super tough outside. People think I'm like this tough girl and all. But actually, I'm very emotional. I cry very easily. When I'm on my own, if I see things, I can just cry. I honestly thought that I was going to cry when I see you. I thought that, because I'm like, oh my God, I feel sad for her. I feel sorry for her. But the moment you came on, and I was like, who is this girl? Like, I don't even feel like, I don't feel bad. Like in a good way. Like, I don't feel bad, because you made me feel so good. You made me feel embarrassed with myself. Like, I'm a perfectly normal human being, and I'm like,
No.
hello, you are telling the amount of things you're telling yourself. Look at her. Like, she is going out there, putting herself out there, and she's doing amazing stuff. What is wrong with you?
No.
And I feel like after this, anything that I do, you will be the person who will be on my mind. Because every time I try to, we all have that enemy in our head, right? So anytime if I were to talk myself out, I think I will always remember this space you hold for me. This just being with you. Oh my God! Like, there were so many times when you were talking, inside my head, I was having this image where, oh my God, if I can just hug her, like, if I go down to KL the next time, I must meet her. Like, such an amazing soul, so vibrant. Your soul is just shining through, like really shining through. Yeah. That's all I wanted to say.
Be kind to yourself. Don't
I am.
Yeah.
learning, getting there.
Yeah,
Getting
I don't
there.
condemn it, Yeah, I think kindness is the best thing you can ever give for yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So the self-talk that you have in your mind is so important, how you're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I was so kind to me. I can see how much people are so kind to me.
Yeah.
If you're not kind to yourself, I don't think so. You have the eyes to see how kind people are.
Yeah, I think it all begins within, because life starts from the inside out, right? Like, even a chicken, from the egg it comes out. Even us, from our mom's womb, and then we come out, right? So it comes from the inside. So people got to understand that. Okay, last question. Okay, maybe second last, because I forgot to ask you this question before. Second last question. What is your message to the world?
I think I had a lot of messages. I mean, I don't personally carry any message. It's just that, I just want one thing. Just be whoever you are. It's okay. Just be you. Yeah, I think that's all I can ever have, Just be you, be comfortable with you. You don't have to want to be this or that. Just fall in love with you. I think that's enough. And you are enough on yourself.
So true.
Yeah.
Okay, the last question, which I usually ask my guests at the beginning of the session. Most of the time I forget. When I remember, I wrote it down, but I went into like, tell me about yourself, then I forgot about it. So I always ask people this question: what brings you joy?
Everything, I guess. everything I do, everything I be with people. Yeah, anything that I do brings me joy. There's nothing specific. And my writings, and I'm talking. But now is actually I'm enjoying it.
Me too. Me too, love it.
So I can't tell you what I enjoy. I love everything, even my work, my teaching, I enjoy it. So there's no for me to specifically choose to say it. Yeah, because your life should be that way. You enjoy everything. So yeah.
I'm gonna throw you another quote. I think it was from Albert Einstein. Like, there's either two ways to live your life. One as if nothing is a miracle, and one as if everything is a miracle. And
Yeah.
I think you live your life like that. Oh, you're such a walking example. You're such a living example of this. Like yeah, that's it.
I can see how much you want to hug me now.
I will. When I come down to KL the next time, I will. Yeah. Do you live with your family?
Yeah, I live with my family.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 younger sisters. I'm the eldest one.
Oh, 3 girls.
Yeah.
My family also 2 girls. I'm a big advocate with all girls family, because I think that's who raise all girls. They raise wonderful women. Like, yeah, hands down. So I always love when parents tell me that they have girls. I'm like, oh, you're in good hands. Yeah.
Oh, we rule the world.
Exactly, we rule the world. Because I think I remember, like, when we were born, like, I'm the second one, my sister's older to me. Brown family, right? Girls are like. So I think my dad received this comment where, oh, you have 2 girls, they're gonna be such an embarrassment. But guess what? We proved them wrong.
Yeah, oh my God, who says so mean? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That is so mean to say it to a dad.
Yeah.
I think my dad will kill that guy, I guess.
I think that's why my dad raised us as boys. Like, I grew up hearing my dad saying, if a boy can do, you also can do. There's nothing that you can't do. Like, a boy can do, you can do as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you so much, Nisshaa. I just love this conversation. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna listen to it, and I learned so much. Like, I felt like I really learned a lot, and I'm so happy and so grateful that I reached out to you.
Yeah, I'm happy.
I'm so happy you walked, like, you walked in this journey in my life. Like, I crossed paths with you, and yeah, it's such an amazing soul. So amazing.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know. You are amazing. Okay, you found me. You sometimes you need that eyes actually to find someone like me. But yeah, I'm grateful. When you see, you want to do something, and that's amazing. So doing something is different. Just hearing and get inspiring is different. So I think you are doing a big job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, maybe last question, which was on my head from just now. Have you ever thought of doing a TEDx speech? Go on TED Talk or do a TEDx speech?
No, I haven't yet. I don't know how to even go there. So
okay. Just hang in there. Just hang in there, because
you're planning to do what?
I'm actually trying to get on TEDx. So I've been reaching out to the TEDx in KL and all that, but it's just so difficult. But I thought yesterday, I think a couple of weeks, I was going through how to become a TEDx organizer. And then yesterday, then I kept it aside. Then again, yesterday, something told me, go and check it out again. So I was checking out how to apply to become a TEDx organizer. So I organized the TEDx talk. So yeah, I will reach out to you to become a speaker, or you must be a speaker on my TEDx when I organize. You must. Like, it's a must. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
So because of this, I will be inspired to submit the application.
That's amazing. Oh my God. I mean, I'm glad that I am inspiring to do the job. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah.
I think it's all about the growth. I'm happy that you're growing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So
proud
thank
of
you so
actually.
much. Thank you. So again, thank you so much for being here with me today on the Spatial Sarah podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this soul-enriching episode of Spatial Sarah, the podcast that brings back the beauty of meaningful conversations. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I invite you to carry the inspiration from these campfire-worthy conversations into your daily life. Embrace the power of connection, open your mind to new ideas, and continue exploring the depths of our own thoughts. Share this episode with someone you know will benefit. Follow and tag me on Instagram at @IamSarahSami, #CampfireWorthyConvo. Until next episode, keep dreaming, keep connecting, and keep embracing the magic of meaningful conversations. Signing off, your spatial buddy, Sarah.